Hello and welcome back to Ascensions. This last episode I've been working on a lot of stuff and you might notice this looks a bit different. I'll get to why that is in a minute. But yeah, the first thing, I got a ton of wither skulls because yeah, pretty much I went to that skeleton spawn and I just AFK'd there. Like I was just sitting there while I was even rendering I think last episode of Ascension. So I was just there waiting, and at first I was using my looting pick, or not looting pick, my fortune sword, or I really got that backwards. My looting sword to kill them, and I think I got like one skull. Then I had that decapitation on my silk touch pick, so I was like, hey, let me just use that, and I got 15 skulls. So I think I'm all good to fight a few withers now at least. So yeah, that's the first thing. And I did also get some Sinacite drops from stuff too, which is cool, but I also redid this basement area. So yeah. So pretty much I have the teleporter come down to here, and that will take me right back up to my base. If you come over here, I have the mycelium farm, which I already harvested a ton of mycelium, so I'm not going to harvest it now. And also I can't. I'll explain that later. And I also made stairs. I didn't go all the way down to the mines, but they're here anyway. And yeah, I actually set the cobblestone generator to pipe directly from that chest all the way up to my cobblestone chest. And I did actually want to look into making an obsidian generator this episode because now that I have a good stock of mycelium and I have a good stack of ender pearls and blaze rods, I just really need obsidian to make the player beacon along with the nether star. So yeah, and this actually turns on and off the cobblestone generator. Cutting edge stuff, I know. But yeah, for the moment though, I have it off because I have a ton of cobblestone. As you might notice, I actually have so much the chest is full, and I made this chest just to input it back into this chest, and I did do something kind of probably a bit silly. And there's one of the Sinacite drops. I think I have legs or boots somewhere else, but yeah, if I move this wall, I made some like redundancy. There's another obsidian chest there that pipes into that one, that pipes into this one. So pretty much if I put cobblestone in here, it eventually gets back in here because there's just so much cobblestone to go through. So yeah, I did the basement upgrade, the cobblestone piping. Oh, the backpack. When I was working on the basement, I accidentally hit T instead of chat to type down coordinates, and I accidentally hit O when I was in crouch. I have since re-keybind it to U. There's a backpack slot. I completely just didn't know about this. I didn't know this backpack mod had it. Maybe I did at some point and I just completely forgot to look into it. But yeah, if you sneak and hit your backpack key, it does that. And if I press it normally, it opens my backpack. I thought it was just the backpack in my inventory or something. But yeah, and if I go into F5, you'll see it actually renders on me. It's not the exact backpack I'm wearing, but it renders on me. So, that was interesting. So now I have it just like I do in Pixelmon. I have it set here as some of my weapons here, and I never named this pickaxe, huh? Also, I really need to add unbreaking to a lot of these weapons and name that one, as I said. But that brings me to my next thing. Well, one, if I shift right click, yeah, I can switch the armor stand. This is something I learned from Neros in one of his series. I didn't know if it applied to 1.6, but it does, because I have a block of redstone behind here, so when you shift right click, it just switches your armor set off. So that's pretty cool. But the other thing you might notice, I'm missing some stuff from here. And that's because I kind of screwed up. Pretty much I was storing items back, and I do have a screenshot, which I'll probably put on screens in a second or so. But I was storing items back, and I had a fire charge. And not thinking, I right-clicked the chest with the fire charge. It threw the fire charge, and it exploded because I had the fire grenade mod. I didn't know if it actually would throw it. I completely forgot I even had the mod. I thought it would open the chest and not throw it kind of thing. And pretty much, it blew up everything here. Besides, pretty much it blew up the workbench, the armor stand, all the tool racks, all the crystal chests, and made a big hole in the wall. So because it blew up all this stuff, I had a ton of items spinning around me, so I managed to throw down the chest to get most of it in there and sort it all back, but I found I was missing a few items. Like the armor stand and all the armor on it were gone. And I also didn't have my bow here, which I just Ethereum bows. It's not, I think it was Sky Slight before, and Unbreakness, and my Silk Touch Decapitation pickaxe, which is really sad because that pickaxe did so much for me off camera. It's the reason I have all these skulls, and it's the reason I have all this mycelium. And I lost it in an explosion that was, I don't know, I really wouldn't say it's completely my fault. It just was kind of bad luck, and it should have opened the chest and not threw the grenade. I probably should test that more, but I don't want to do it now and blow everything up again. So, yeah, I did grind a bit of levels, and actually I think I'll just show you the area real quick. But pretty much, I did a ton of mining. I went down to those water mines, or whatever you want to call them. And, yeah, better zombie grinder now. Okay, for a bit of context, this is out here where there was that 6 zombie spawners in that temple thing. I spent like an hour or two and made it into a grinder, but yeah. So if you come here, just a ton of zombies fall down. The spawners are right above us, so they pile up here. And as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff here. Even, ooh, 2 Therium axes. Huh. But it goes in here, and it pipes down here, because I expect to have a lot, and I don't even have a sword with me. But, I guess this works. So as you can see, I'm already level 10, and I got a bunch of stuff there. So I think I'm going to leave before a ton more spawn. But it's a very efficient zombie spawner. And I also, I should have just teleported back with this. Whoops. But yeah, as you can see, I have a bunch of Therium left. I got like, I think 14 adamantium. But thanks to my furnace setup here, I think it turned into 21 adamantium ingots, then like 30-something Therium chunks, and then when I finally got done, I got 41 Therium. So I got enough Therium to remake the entire armor set, repair a lot of my tools and such, and yeah. So then I managed to actually enchant the helmet again and get knowledge, which is what I used at the zombie grinder, and grinded a ton of levels. And if you come over here, I actually set 1 chest for like original books, which are just like the max books I want to have on hand to clone. And I cloned a few books, not a ton. And I think I mainly got some Unbreaking books spare. Yeah, sorry about that. I think someone's cutting a tree out in the distance or something. But anyway, I have some Unbreaking books spare, and I think I cloned some other ones. Feather Falling. I actually couldn't apply Feather Falling though, because it was too high of a cost. But pretty much, I grinded a bunch of levels, and I've re-enchanted all my armor. I didn't get around to doing a new bow or Unbreakness yet, or Silk Touch or any of that, but all the other weapons seem to have survived pretty much. Just the armor, the bow, Unbreakness, and the pickaxe were the only ones I noticed missing. Some other stuff might be missing that I didn't notice, so let me know if it is. But the new armor set. Okay, it pretty much enchanted just like the old battle helmet, and I put an Unbreaking book on it. The new boots are a bit better than the old one, because I managed to get Fleet Foot on them in addition to Cold Touch. I think the old ones did have Feather Falling, but like I said, I tried to put the book on and it cost like 40 levels. So, this is good enough for the moment, though. The legs, I managed to get mobility. I forget if the old ones had it or not, and I put the book on it. And the chest plate, it's not final yet. I didn't name it. It came with all these enchants. I didn't add any books or anything. But yeah, I have a new set of battle armor, at least for the moment. And, yeah. Also, you might notice there's a new chest here. Pretty much this chest got too full of armor. So I had to use this chest. And this is just kind of the crappy armored stuff I probably won't be using. And I forget if I did add more chain stuff to the Hall of Ascension or repair it or whatnot. I think I did put some partial versions there, but I did get a bunch more chain from the zombie grinder. So yeah. But one thing you might notice is there's another Therium chestplate here because, like I said, that's not the final one. And I know I've been talking about it for a while, but I do want to update the mod pack. And one thing I decided to do is I want to add in another enchantment I turned off. I think it's called Steadfast. I might be mistaken, but pretty much it adds knockback resistance in a chestplate only enchantment. So I was thinking when I do update the mod pack, which hopefully will be soon enough, I'll add that back in and I'll make it work kind of like the other ones, needing powder and some other stuff. So that way each slot will have its own unique one. This will have Fleetfoot, mobility, steadfast, and knowledge. So that's kind of my goal with that. So I'm holding off and making the final chest plate until I get that, or at least it's in the mod pack. And I really do hope that I'll have the update done by next episode. I know I've been delaying it for a while. It's just I kind of stopped updating it for a while. Like I was focused on Pixelmon and other series. It's just kind of hard to get back into updating this mod pack when it's more or less done. I have a lot of this stuff done too, like all the new drops I want to add. It's just I don't really have the motive to like finish it right now, but I really do want to get it done by next episode. And I think I should start preparing because I, like I said, want to fight the Wither. So I'm not sure if I actually said that. I know I said it in other series like Breakdown, but yeah, I think I do have soul sand. Oh god, do I not have soul sand? Okay, well, I got a good bit of soul sand now, so I can fight the Wither, and I want to head down to the water mines, which, if you're wondering, are way down here, because remember, I was in those mines here, and I think I strip mined or went. I don't know how I ended up all the way over here, but this is where my anchor stone takes me, not tanks me. And, yeah, I want to try and find a good spot here to fight them. I don't want it to be any place that will likely lead to I guess here works. So, yeah, let me just dig back a bit here and summon him. And oh my god. I thought that might have been a bigger hole for a second. Maybe here's not the best spot. But, yeah, let me just look around real quick, find an area, and I'll set it all up. Okay, so I think I'm all ready to go. I just need to put down the skulls. And as you see, I have strength and resistance. And I think I will use both just because I don't want to take more damage than needed and waste health potions. So yeah, and if you're wondering why I set it up like this, I'll just throw it down. And actually, I just realized I don't have a bow, but there we go. There's the wither, and oh my god, 2,000 health. I remember I buffed it, but I forgot how much I buffed it by. So yeah, hopefully this fight isn't too dark for you guys to see, and hopefully I just utterly destroy him. Oh boy. Okay, well that was interesting, and I had no idea there was a mineshaft here, so, yeah, I hear a lot of zombies, and I'm taking a lot of wither damage, but it doesn't seem to really be hurting me, so, let's just block that for the moment, and, yeah, I got a ton of levels, as you saw, thanks to my knowledge helmet, and will you stop, wither? But, yeah, it wasn't that hard of a fight. I didn't really expect it to be too challenging, and let's see what we got. Okay, we got some onyx, some more adamantium, which is always appreciated, and, yeah. So, let's see. I have no idea where all these zombie sounds are coming from. It could be coming from a lot of directions. So, I think I'm actually just going to, actually, let me look at this mineshaft real quick, just to see if there's anything. Is that a boss? Okay, it looks like we have a boss here. These guys aren't really super challenging, but they're from Deadly World, and, yeah, I just found a boss, and he dropped, Unbreaking Bow, and oh my god, there's Angered Silverfish. Oh, and there's this nest right there. Let's just see what this has. Oh my god, onyx or a mineshaft chest. That's pretty rare, and those silverfish are probably getting really annoying. So let me just leave now. Okay, so I teleported back here and stored some stuff away, and yeah, I have a ton of levels now. So I think I'm going to actually use one of these levels, or some of these levels I should say, to max one of these stats. And I think I'm actually going to go for Featherfall just because I don't have it on my boots now. I'm not sure if I did before, but let's just max it out. Yep, it's only to 10. I was thinking 25 like Pixelmon for a second, and I was like, And let's also just do fire and lava just in case anything happens in this next fight. Oh, and I actually don't have enough experience. Let's just withdraw all of this and see if I can. Yes, I can. So I pretty much just used up all those levels to max out 2 more of my stats. But I do want to fight the Wither again, because the other Wither Star or Nether Star is in the Hall of Ascension, and I need 2 to make the player beacon. So, yeah, let's just head back down to the water mines. I have, oops, that's the wrong one. I put the teleporter there, and I have the other stuff to make another wither there. So let me just go and find a new area and do that. Okay, so I'm all ready to fight another wither here now. And let's just have this guy start charging as I drink the potions over here. But yeah, I did this like this in Dimension Runner, and I found that he was too focused on destroying the blocks to really hit me. It doesn't seem he's working the same exact way here, but it seems to be working decently at least. So, uh-oh, he's going up a lot more. I can't really reach him. Darn. Oh god, I'm in a hole. Ooh! Thanks for the boost. I didn't know it went up so much. Not the time to be digging, but yeah. So yeah, can I actually color up to this other section up here? Okay, now I can actually hit him. And yeah, as you see, he's breaking the top there more than hitting me. And I'm sorry if it's really loud and hard to hear me now, but yeah, he'll be dead soon. Whew! So, that was interesting. I don't think I'm gonna die from the Wither thanks to resistance. And what do I get? A bunch of therium, pretty much. So, yeah, I got the other Nether Star I needed. So, I think that concludes the Wither fights for the moment. And, yeah, he did a number on this cavern. I need to find a better place to fight him. I know you can do that trick with, Did I get less experience than before? I think I got like 50 some last time. Did some experience fall someplace? It could have got burnt by the lava, possibly. So, that's a shame. But, yeah, I'm gonna light this place up, head back to the base, and then I'll start working on making the beacon. Okay, so to make the player beacon, it goes something like this. First, you need to start with a beacon, which goes like this, I believe, and then I think it's, let me just reference to be safe. Yeah, you need the eyes there, another star there, okay. And I don't have magnetism with this armor set, which means I probably should have switched back. There we go. So, something like this, I believe. Obsidian down here, and gold here, and I screwed it up. Okay, it was the filed soul conductors, which looks a lot like obsidian. So, that's obsidian, mycelium, and ender eye. I don't think I have the mycelium on me because I wasn't planning to make that stuff now. So, I think if I just make one thing of this, I should be able to at least make the player beacon. Okay, now I should be able to do it. And I won't be able to do all of it this episode, like set it up. I plan to do that next episode, actually. And I think I did mention this last episode at the fortress or stronghold. I always get that mixed up. But yeah, I have it now. I also need to get my head. I forgot about this step. So actually, let me get some more stuff. But yeah, I haven't been back to the stronghold yet to explore that. But I don't really plan to go to the end till at least a few episodes from now, after I get all this stuff set up and more of the bosses resolved in the overworld. So yeah. Okay, so this is a beheader. This will not be fun, but pretty much I'm going to sort all this stuff away. I think I'll just throw that stuff in there. Yeah, let me just sort everything away, because the beheader, it sort of kills you, but it gives you your head. So I don't want to have a bunch of stuff on me when it kills me. So yeah, give me 1 second and I'll sort all this. Hey, apparently we got a good bit of sand from the wither. That's good. So, yeah. Okay, so I sorted everything away and put everything in here, even remember my backpack. So, device is now bound to you. If I put like this, it slowly ticks down, and when it gets all the way, off comes my head. So, yeah. This is not gonna be, ow. Kind of surprised me a little. So, if we come out here, I should have, my head. And a gravestone with nothing in it. So, yeah, that was fun, huh? And, okay, I did put the pick back in here. So, now I have my head so I can actually set up the player beacon. But, I need a lot more of these before I can do it properly. And I need to kind of brush up on how the player beacon works. Because, I know a lot about it, or knew a lot about it. But it's been a long time since I looked into the mod. But pretty much how it works is, I left it in here. You use this to build the beacon's base, and then you put these at the corners, and then this goes in the center with your head on top it, but it also builds up this thing called corruption, which is why I'll need to get these crystals. Actually, let me see if I can search them real quick. Yeah, these are the crystals, but to get this, you need to use an emerald on the player beacon, which brings me to my next question. I wanted to build like a village or a colony someplace. The oppressed village I originally considered, but it's just too broken to really repair. So where do you think I should build like a village pretty much? Like I want to build a nice wall around it, make it a nice well-lit area, actually build more of houses and not that odd apartment complex just to breed villagers. But yeah, I want to put a section for the ones with good trades and then like a separate section just for living. But that was something I've been wanting to look into a while because I never really did anything with villagers in Minecraft before that I'm aware of. But yeah, these throttle different buffs. And pretty much how the beacon works, depending on its tier, it just gives you all these buffs. Jump, resistance, mining speed, haste, that's what it's called, and speed. And jump boost. And it gives you all these buffs depending on their tier. And then you have to use the crystal to remove the buffs. And you pretty much can only have one buff at a time without it building up a ton of corruption, which means endermen attack you and other bad things. So yeah, I'll need to get emeralds to make the crystals though. And I'm not sure if I have any. Okay, hopefully nothing bad happens just by doing this. But I think I can... Okay. I remember I mentioned this before and how I found it a pain to get the crystals. But apparently... you can just use emeralds on it without the beacon being active and not starting to... Oh, if that broke the beacon, I would have been so mad. But now I can start making these crystals, and I have to double check on how the buffs all work. But yeah, I think I'll just throw this stuff into this chest for the moment, along with my head. And I hope to set up the beacon next episode or so. But I might make some emeralds for now, but I still need to look into making a village or want to. So if you have any suggestions for where, like here's on the map. I don't really want to build it here. I don't really want to build it near spawn. That's the boss arena I still have to repair. I don't really want to build it at an existing village, so if you have any suggestions, like where in the world, maybe even out here. Oh yeah, there's that deserted village. Maybe that's not the best place, but maybe out here someplace, like there. I don't know. Let me know if you have any suggestions for where you'd like to see a village built. And yeah, I think the last thing I want to do this episode was work on that obsidian generator. Okay, the first thing I should say is that I never made an obsidian generator before in my life, and actually until like off camera when I was looking stuff up, I didn't even know how it worked. All I know is that it used redstone and it made obsidian. And water was involved. So yeah. I got some cobblestone here, I have some water, and I think what I'm going to do is something like this to start. And okay, so let me just look over this once real quick. Okay, so this is the basic design I was thinking about, and I wonder if it works here for both of them. Active with signal. So if I flick this, this will start mining that block, and this will start placing redstone. And I did check and it does work. But the thing is, I need to get this to drop the lava. And I don't know how to do that easily. So I think I need to look into building above it like some sort of redstone clock or something. I haven't really built a lot of them. So this will be, oh god, silverfish. And I do not have a weapon. Okay, so if I remember right, this is how you can build a clock. It'll just loop around, and if I do it quick enough. Okay, that should be working now. Uh-oh. The water probably should be covered. And so should that block. Hold on. Let me try and fix this real quick without causing more problems. Okay, so this is dropping the lava consistently. So if I do this now... If only there was a way to slow these down. But overall, it does seem to be working. Like, I am generating obsidian and redstone. It's just breaking a lot more redstone than obsidian. So, I don't know. I have to look into maybe refining this. But, like I said, I don't have much control over the pacing of these on the active signal. So, let me, there we go. Let me actually set up something to feed more redstone into this, and we'll see how it works. Okay, I'm not sure why, but I can't seem to feed items into the auto placer. But I just realized if I speed up the ticks, that might flicker the lava quicker and it might work better. I'm not sure. Okay, well I fiddled around with it a bit more and got it even more efficient. Pretty much it breaks 1 redstone and 1 obsidian, so it's not breaking like 3 redstone per obsidian now. Because I tied the block breaker into the timer, so it's not running nearly as active while this is on always active. So, oops, it apparently ran out of redstone. The only problem is, yeah, I can't find a way to auto-fuel the auto-placer. Go figure. But besides that, it seems to be working perfectly now, at least perfectly enough. And, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. So, I think that's all set up, and I have a way to now get obsidian at least a bit better than doing it all myself. I would like a way to turn on and off this redstone clock, though. That's a bit annoying that I have to manually break it kind of thing. But, I mean, I already have a good bit of obsidian here, so, yeah, I think this is a bit better than just mining it all myself. Well, this works well enough for me, so I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. Off camera, I'll try and prepare more of the stuff, like getting these defiled soul conduits and even building those, so I can have the beacon all ready to set up next episode. And yeah, I also might battle a few more withers just for levels and such, and I'll try to open the chest on camera. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode and redstone building. I know I have done that a bit in the past couple episodes, and I don't know, I feel it's a nice change of pace from just working on killing bosses and completing goals, you know, just to kind of have more of a casual let's play, which is what the series is supposed to be. I guess I've been a bit too goal focused. So I don't know, let me know if you like having the more casual episodes, redstone builds, or anything like that. And also let me know where you want me to build that village in a couple episodes. And yeah, I think that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.